409 on your hometown station, KHTS. Brian Leff joins me in studio now, Director of Jazz Studies at West Ranch High School. How you doing, Brian?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. You just got off?
Yep.
Nice.
Just came on over.
So it's not a regular period 1 through 7 at West Ranch, right? It's a block schedule, you were telling me.
Yeah, we have a couple schools in the Heart District that have an alternating block schedule, so some classes will be on one day, and then you'll get the other classes on the next day.
Is that frustrating as a teacher, or, you know?
I like it.
You like it?
I mean, this is the only teaching job that I've had, so I've gotten used to it, but I like having the extended class periods. You can really dive into the subjects, and I think it's better for the students, too.
Yeah, honestly, I think so, too. Because, there's such a whirlwind if you're changing classes every, 7 times a day.
It's hard to remember everything when they're going from class to class, and I think it's better.
Yeah, definitely. So, Jazz Studies, is this an elective at West Ranch High School? Is it a common course?
Yeah, they're all electives. All of the arts and music programs that we have at West Ranch, they're electives that the students can sign up for.
Nice. Do a lot of students take the class, or is it predominantly just people in the orchestra or in the school band?
Yeah, it's all the student musicians that are at West Ranch will take the jazz classes.
Okay. Say if I'm just like in the general student population, can I take the class?
Not really.
Really?
Sorry. Yeah, there's some prereq. I mean, you have to know how to play a certain instrument, or most, if not all of our students have some music training from the middle school program.
Right. And it's a year-long course. It's not like one semester?
Yeah, we have them for the full year, but then many of them stay for 4 years of high school, so we get to see them every year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What do we learn in the class? Are we playing the instruments in class?
Yep, we're playing in class. We are in a formation of a traditional jazz band, so about 20 musicians per band, and we are learning our music, putting on concerts, learning how to do the different rehearsals, learning about jazz improvisation, jazz history. There's kind of a whole multitude of things that come along with this program that we have.
Awesome. He's Brian Leff, Director of Jazz Studies at West Ranch High School, and he's not here for his health. He is leading the Go Jazz Big Band at their performance coming up 3 p.m. this Sunday, November 18th at the West Ranch Theater. You're the director.
Yes.
Which means, does this mean you get to choose the music?
Yeah, I'm in charge of picking the music, yeah.
Oh, that's power. I only hope for a position like that at some point in my life. How many people are in the Go Jazz Big Band?
There's 20, so again, standard big band instrumentation, 20 musicians. Mm-hmm.
Is it full of West Ranch students or professional musicians?
So this is actually a professional group. We rehearse and play at West Ranch High School, but there's other teachers in it like me. There's some professional musicians. There are some college students, some recently graduated college students. Mostly everyone is professional in some sort. Some are not professional musicians, but have continued to play since they were young. So all different types of people.
I know nothing about playing instruments. I've never played an instrument. I wish I would. I spent all my time as a kid playing sports, and my dad's like 5'7", so there's no future anytime.
Yeah, it's never too late to learn.
I know. It's just frustrating. Isn't it true that the earlier you start, the easier it is to pick it up?
It's true. Yeah, the younger minds are more malleable, I think, something like that. Yeah.
So I know nothing, but I've seen Whiplash a couple times, so I think I know something.
Okay.
Jazz is super reliant on pace and rhythm. In a band that is consisted of 20 people, is it tough to kind of get them in line, kind of swinging on the same beat?
Yes and no, because with a group like this, we've all been playing our instruments for so long, and at that professional level we can work well together. And even if a band's been playing together with the same musicians for a long time, or if everyone's new, we still all have that training and know what to do. But that being said, as the music gets more challenging and more difficult, there come challenges with that. So even with a really tight professional group, there can be spots that aren't really as together, and that's why it's my job to rehearse the group and make sure everything is working smoothly.
How often are you guys rehearsing?
We just rehearse once a week, Monday nights, for about 2.5 hours.
Really? And do you go off after that and practice on your own?
They're supposed to. The musicians are. I don't think they do very often. But again, with the level of the musicians, we can really just put it together in rehearsal and make everything work. And so many of these musicians in my bands have so many other bands that they're playing in, and their own jobs and their own groups that they are in charge of. So it's really, we put it together.
They're staying sharp.
Rehearsals. Exactly.
Yeah. He's Brian Leff, Director of Jazz Studies at West Ranch High School, and the director of the Go Jazz Big Band at their concert. It's called Spectrum, featuring fantastic music from Count Basie, Maria Schneider, Duke Ellington, and I love this, Soundgarden.
Yeah.
Is there someone filling the role of Chris Cornell?
Kind of. There's
I would like to volunteer my services, Brian, if no one is filling that role
It's
already.
kind of fitting that we're doing that, since he passed away just last year. But do you know the musician Paul Anka?
I do.
So Paul Anka did a album called Rock Swings a number of years ago, and it's a whole album of rock covers, but in a jazz big band setting. And so our singer Steve Lively, he's great. He's got that old Rat Pack era sound. He does really good Count Basie and Bobby Darin and Paul Anka style. So we've done a few numbers from that album before. So this is a completely reimagined version of the Soundgarden song. And actually, I was just reading the other day that Chris Cornell really loved this version that Paul Anka did. So it's really cool to hear it kind of in a completely different setting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he did a full album with a live orchestra. I think it's called Soundbook or Songbook. Incredible.
Yeah.
All live performances throughout his entire tour. But this concert, coming up this Sunday, November 18th, 3 p.m. at the West Ranch Theater. I was a Hart alumni, and while I think we had the best campus, I was always envious of the West Ranch facilities. Everything's so nice and new there,
Yeah.
especially the theater, right?
Yeah, and what's great about this concert is we're taking advantage of this. I mean, it's not the newest theater anymore, but it's still relatively new compared to Hart, which is a pretty old theater.
Hey, don't take
Anyway,
shots, right?
But we've got great lighting and effects and a really good technical facility to use. So the theme for this concert is called Spectrum, and it's not just about the music, which is normally what we're presenting as a great musical show, but it's kind of like a concept album, but over the course of this 2-hour concert where it's all about color. And every song that we're playing has a color in the title. So we're going through in order of the spectrum, Roy G. Biv, the rainbow. So we're starting at red and going all the way through the end of the rainbow. But in the back of the theater behind us where we play, there's this huge, it's called the Cyc. I think it's short for cyclorama or something. And that can change colors. So I've got all these color and light program cues that are going to change throughout. And there's going to be flashing things and changing things, and as it's going to affect the music, it's going to kind of change in the background. So it's going to be visually stimulating as well as aurally stimulating.
Yeah. Wow. That's a full performance.
It's cool.
Go check it out
I'm
this
really excited.
Sunday. Brian Leff, he's been putting in a lot of work. He even came and coordinated with me today. We're
Yep.
wearing the same thing.
There we go.
Tickets and more information at gojazzbigband.com. General admission, $10. Seniors, $5. And students, get in for free. Again, the website is gojazzbigband.com. Coming up this Sunday, November 18th, starting at 3 p.m. at the West Ranch Theater. Brian, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
4:17, quick break. Stay tuned. Traffic on the 8s coming up.